I hope you realize that overthinking that you do isn't getting you anywhere. You waste so much time overthinking every single thing from how to do something, how to start something, how to finish something, instead of just executing the thing. At what point are you going to recognize that you're enough and that the more you do something, the better you'll get? At what point are you going to realize that nobody really has the answers? Everyone is living life for the first time, okay? But they just go, they just start. You have all of these things in your head that's keeping you from getting started. And at the end of the day, the only thing you're doing is wasting time. You are expending energy that could be used towards executing the thing. Why do you do that? And you have to realize that this overthinking that you're doing isn't getting you anywhere because you still have an idea in your head that you haven't started. And at that point, it's of no use. It's pointless. What's the point of having all of these ideas if you're not actually doing it? It's just taking up headspace. Some of you guys have been sitting on ebook ideas and content ideas for years. You haven't posted not one video, you haven't launched not one product, you haven't told anybody about the product, you haven't done anything because you don't think you're enough. You don't think your idea is good enough. But what if I told you that it'll never be good enough if you don't start? What if I told you that it will never be good enough until you start? Overthinking gets you nowhere. All of this self-doubt, it's really just fear. And this fear that you have is just stuff that you made up in your head. This fear that we hold on to, it's not even things that have happened. I just want you to recognize that. All of this fear for starting this business, it hasn't happened. You're giving yourself anxiety. You're being delusional. You've made up a scenario in your head and you have convinced yourself that that's what's going to happen. But you have no proof of that. You're crazy. You're literally crazy. You are crazy as hell. And you do all this overthinking when really you're just holding on to fear. Because you're afraid of what will happen if you launch. You're afraid of what will happen if you post. You're afraid of what will happen if so-and-so finds out you're doing this thing. But why do you let that fear dictate how you move through life? Why do you let that fear steal the dream life that you say you want? All of this overthinking isn't getting you anywhere. You're just wasting your precious, valuable time. The older I've gotten, the more I've recognized that I don't have as much time as I think I do. And time is moving quickly. And I will be damned if I spend another second of my precious, valuable time from the one life that I get overthinking and questioning myself and self-doubting and trying to convince myself that I can't do X, Y, and Z. Even though I see hundreds upon thousands of people getting it done every day, I'm that 1% person that it won't work out for. I refuse to accept that. I refuse to think of myself like that. Overthinking doesn't get you anywhere. The one thing I've noticed about running a business, the more overthinking I do, the less results I get. I have noticed that when I just throw something out, when I just do it, it gets better results. Because that overthinking, you can't be consistent. The more you overthink the videos to post, the harder it's going to be consistent. And you have to be consistent in order to get results. And that's with anything. You have to consistently show up to eating less food if you want to lose weight. You can't do it once a month and think you're going to get results. But the overthinking that you do, it destroys the consistency. You can't be consistent and overthink at the same time. It's not going to work. And since I've recognized that consistency is key, I stopped allowing myself to overthink everything. Because I'm not going to get results if I'm not consistent. How can I get results if I only post one video a week? How can I get results if I only talk about my ebook once every 6 months? I'm not. And a lot of times too, we'll overthink stuff. It's also insecurity. So not only is it fear, it's insecurity of self. You don't even believe you're worthy of the thing. I think actions speak louder than words. And women will say all day how confident they are. They'll say they're the SHIT. They'll say all of the things, but their actions show something totally different. Because if you truly were confident, you would recognize that you are enough. If you truly were this confident woman that you claim to be, you would show up for yourself. You wouldn't overthink. You wouldn't second guess. You wouldn't think that you don't add value because you know that you do. That's what real confidence is. But the fact that you overthink everything, the fact that you self-doubt, the fact that you live in fear, that just shows how insecure you really are. And the reason why you're so insecure is because you don't keep the promises that you made to yourself. But how can you if you're always overthinking everything? You've had countless amazing business ideas, but you have talked yourself out of each and every single one because you think you're less than. You don't think you're good enough. That's insecure. And I hope you realize those insecurities that you have, that bleeds into your personal life. That bleeds into the type of relationships that you choose to keep yourself in. That bleeds into how you show up for yourself. It doesn't just stop with business. It doesn't just stop with content. That's how you are in all parts of your life. I guarantee it. How you are in one way, how you are in one part of your life is how you are in every part of your life. There's no outrunning that. That's the truth. You got to stop overthinking. If you say you're going to do something, then you just have to do it. Just put it together and do it. The more you do something, the better you'll get at it. I don't know why that's such a foreign concept for so many people. You did not always know how to read and write. You did not always know how to walk. You did not always know how to drive or do your job. You didn't always know those things. You did not come out of your mother's womb knowing how to do any of those things. The only reason why you're able to do those things today is because you did it over and over and over and over and over again for years. So just imagine how much progress you would make if you started something today. You stopped overthinking and you just kept showing up for that thing over and over and over again. Just imagine how much better you would be at that thing 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, all because you decide to stop overthinking and just start. But unfortunately, one thing I know about people is this: you're going to watch this video, you're going to feel motivated in the moment, you're going to feel inspired, you might even leave a comment, and then 10 minutes are going to pass and you're going to be right back in the same situation, overthinking everything and not getting anything done. It is a toxic cycle. The only people who actually win at life are the people who just do. The people who actually get the results that they want are the people that just do. They just show up messy. They show up not knowing. They show up looking silly, being okay with with sucking at stuff, and they just show up. They just show up. They don't have all the answers. They don't have journals upon journals upon journals. They don't have vision boards with every single plan outlined. They just show up. They just made the decision to stop overthinking, to let go of the fear, and just try. But you, on the other hand, you're not built like that. You're not trying to just try. You are comfortable in this toxic cycle of overthinking and thinking that you're not good enough. And the sad reality is most people will live their whole life like that. There's only a small percentage of people that are willing to just break through and just give it all they got. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Are you an overthinker? Are you going to stop or are you going to keep doing it? I would love to read what you have to say. Also, make sure you join the Patreon. The link is down below in my description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.